Welcome to Mondays with Mark. I'm Mark, and this is Smokeysteveandmarc. You know it is. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're an old friend. It's really nice to see you. I hope you had a fantastic weekend, and gosh, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Let's see, last week we did our creepy carnival special for Spooky Steve and Mark, and it was on Monday, so we didn't have our normal Mondays with Mark. But we are going to have a wonderful time tonight. Yes, we are, and it'll be nice. You know, we can have a little bit of QT together, just you and me, since it has been a couple of weeks. And yeah, we're gonna have a great time tonight. I'll tell you, autumn, it has been so beautiful out that I thought we would enjoy autumn in the best way that I know how. We're going to cook something, we're gonna bake something, and we're gonna make something. Oh yes, all tonight. It's kind of like a trifecta of autumnness. It'll be a lot of fun. It will. But let's just chit chat for one second. So this probably could be a positive moment, and in fact, okay. Time for a positive moment. Losing my mind. I'm losing my mind completely. But no, seriously, I did want to share something with you. We've been, this autumn season has been so beautiful here, and the leaves have changed colors, and it's just so beautiful. And it's been a while since we've had an autumn like this. The last couple years, I mean, it literally went straight from summer to winter. The trees didn't even have a chance to change colors, you know. So this year, it's just been, the last couple weeks have been absolutely beautiful. And I'll tell you, I walked outside the other day, and I had to stop for a second because I was kind of just godsmacked, you know. The colors were so beautiful, the leaves were falling, you know, and I just was like, you know what, I don't want this moment to pass, so I just kind of stopped and paused for a minute and took it all in and became present, you know, and it was just so beautiful, and it evoked such a good feeling inside, you know, that, you know, maybe you don't have autumn, it's not autumn where you're at, or you're not, you know, maybe autumn's not your favorite season. This could really be for any time of the year. And I think it's very important for us in this day and age, of course, of everything being like instant news, instant this, instant that. We need groceries, we can have it delivered in an hour, you know, to just, you know, every so often take a moment and pause and stop and breathe and become present. Just be present for a moment or two and take in our surroundings, you know? I mean, for me, you know, seeing the leaves falling is just, I mean, it's magical, you know? I mean, it really is. And it's like that when I see a flower bloom, when I don't know. And in this hectic life that we live now, it's so easy to bypass all of that, you know? These type of things, the leaves falling, flowers blooming, the smell of fresh cut grass, and, you know, watching even just scenery or snow falling, you know, these are things that, one, are totally free, right? And they make life beautiful, and you just can't help but feel good, and it gives a little spring to your step there in a way, you know, and I think we could all use that these days. So even if it's a couple times a week, once a day, just 2, 3, 5 minutes out of your time to just relax, become present, and be aware of your surroundings, and just take it in, take something beautiful in, you know. I really think that we need to do that more in this day and age. I really do. All right, I hope I didn't sound too dorky there, okay? Yeah, we're going back to the 80s. I'm a dork, okay? Dork. No, but really, those type of things, you know, if you've watched me for any time now, you know I get very excited about, you know, things like that, and it's because I do think that nature is pretty awesome. and it does create a wonderful feeling inside, you know. So, all right, enough rambling on. We have a lot of fun autumn work to get to. So what shall we do first? I know. Why don't we go into the kitchen and whip something up that's warm and comforting? Nothing screams autumn and those chilly days like a nice, warm, comforting bowl of soup. And y'all know my love affair with soup, right? Love it. Appetizer, main course. I don't know. My whole life, I've just always loved soup of all different kinds. And today, we're gonna make a smoky sweet potato and Cavatelli soup that's gonna knock that sweater right off you, for real. And you know the drill. It all starts with the ingredients. It does, and oh boy, is it a cooking day here. We got some cube steak going, ooh, to accompany our yummy, yummy soup. And here are the ingredients. Okay, so to start off, we have one large stalk of celery, all diced up. We have one medium onion, all diced up. This here is 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, and that is one large leek, or you could do 2 small leeks, which we've thinly sliced and we've cleaned them out real good. 1 medium apple, which we've cored and peeled and diced up. 2 tablespoons of butter, along with 1 tablespoon of cooking oil of your choice. We have 2 pounds of sweet potatoes, which are peeled and then diced up to about 1-inch cubes. And we have 6 cups of chicken broth. As far as our seasonings go, oh yeah, we have 2 tablespoons of fresh minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley, 1 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger. We have 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And then this over here, oh yeah, little secret ingredient. We have 1 package of Cavatelli. I like the ricotta Cavatelli. It's 14 ounces, and we just cooked it off, and that's sitting in cold water there. So let's get started. So the first thing that we do in my soup pot here, we have our butter and our olive oil and our leeks, and we saute these down just until they're translucent and all fragrant and yummy, yummy, yummy. Is that a cooking technical term? Yummy, yummy, yummy? I think it might be. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take just about half of these out or so, okay? Doesn't have to be exact. I'm just going to do 2, that should be good. Okay, a little more. Okay, so there we go. We took about that much out there, and we're going to save that for later, okay? Then we're going to add our onions, oh yeah, and our celery, just like that. And then we're just going to saute this down just until these become translucent and fragrant. Oh, just about 4 to 5 minutes. And now we're going to add our apples and all of our seasonings. Get all that in there, all that yumminess. Now, I did use smoked paprika in this. You could use regular paprika, or, you could swap it out for some cumin if you would like. But I think the smoked paprika adds such a wonderful flavor to this soup. It really does. And, okay, so we gave that a little bit of stir. Now, we're going to add our sweet potatoes. A lot of sweet potatoes. And then kind of just give that a little stir there. And let this cook. Oh, we just want these flavors to meld a little bit. Maybe heat up the sweet potatoes a little bit. Just about 2 to 3 minutes. And now we're going to add our broth. All right, and now we're gonna let this come up to a boil and then reduce the heat just a little bit, cover it up and let it boil a little bit there until our sweet potatoes are nice and tender. Should be about 15 minutes or so. Okay, so I removed our pot from the heat, and now we are going to puree our soup using an immersion blender. Now, if you don't have an immersion blender, no worries. You can carefully work it in batches using a food processor or a regular upright blender as well. But we're just gonna puree until it's nice and smooth. Alright, I think we are good. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, alright. So now we are going to add our cream with a whisk. We're going to just slowly add it in while whisking. Yes. Okay, and then last but not least, we add our leeks that we took out earlier. We're gonna add that right back in. I just think that it gives it a little bit of texture there. I like to have a little bit of texture. Like, I almost hope a couple of the sweet potatoes didn't get all zizzed up, so we can have a little texture in there. But with our little secret ingredient here, our Cavatelli, we definitely have some pretty good texture. So, alright, so let's get that off there and add our Cavatelli. And you know what? This part's totally up to you how much you want to add. Oh, heck, let's add it all. There we go. I added the whole thing. Okay, there we go. All right. So, the only thing left to do now is serve her up. It's warm and comforting. Just a hint of smokiness and a hint of sweetness. Oh, it's very good. Very good. So, I have a whole big bowl here ready to go. Oh yeah, I'll eat that whole bowl. And of course, we have the garnish, definitely. So I have some heavy cream here. How about we just add a little swirl on top of there? Oh yes, just like that. Oh man, we'll take the back of our fork and let's just like swirl it even more. Oh, it's all in the presentation, I always say that. And then how about, let's do a sprig of parsley right on there too. That right there. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. And there you have it. Our smoky sweet potato and Cavatelli soup. Picture worthy, huh? Oh, this is gonna be your new favorite pumpkin dessert. We're gonna make a pumpkin pie cake. Okay, so we are in the workshop. That means it's DIY time. Yes, it is. And we're going to continue our celebration of autumn with an awesome DIY project. And this project was inspired by, well, needing something for my front door. I know. We made like before Spooky Steve and Marc, we made a wreath that was good for autumn, Halloween, and Thanksgiving all in one. But I took it to work. which is what I do with a lot of the projects I make. I take it to work and hang it up. I don't know, I feel like more people see it, or I don't know, but then I'm left with nothing for my own home. So that's where this project comes into play. We're gonna make a really, really awesome 3D pumpkin wreath for our door. Now, if you don't need anything for your door, this will be perfect for your mantle, or heck, right on the wall. So here are the materials. Yippers! We need this pumpkin wreath frame from the Dollar Tree. Yep, this is a Dollar Tree craft too. Yep, you can get everything at the Dollar Tree. So you need one of these, and then you need some of this jute rope here, just like this. And these are all about 9 feet each. You'll need 4 of these to complete this project, or, you know, about 40 feet of it if you get the roll somewhere else, okay? In addition to that, we need some leaves, and you could use the real thing like this. These, I don't know if you remember in our dehydrating episode, these were the leaves that I dried out a few weeks back, or you could use artificial leaves too. If you do use artificial leaves, I would recommend getting like the garland instead of just like, you know, like individual leaves, you know, if that makes sense, all right? Now, I have to say, I ran into a little hiccup with this project because when I went to gather, you know, said materials, it looked as if Bandit took an interest in this project. So I thought I had a little bit of help, right? No. Nope. It turns out that yes, he was very interested in it, but just to find a nice, cozy little place to sleep. So I let him sleep for a little bit, and then I got everything else to do it. Oh, Bandit. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is take our pumpkin frame and we're going to cover it with our jute rope here, okay? Now, when you get the rope, most oftentimes both ends have like cellophane or some type of tape on both ends. It's meant to keep it from unraveling. You want to remove one end, but keep the other end on there so it doesn't unravel as we wrap our pumpkin here. And to start, you can start anywhere, but I had found that it's easiest to start at the top here. And we're going to take a little bit of hot glue, and we're just going to add some hot glue to the wire frame. Maybe, you know, like all around here, just a little bit, like just like that. Okay, and then we are going to just kind of hold it in place until it takes, and you know, 5 seconds or so, it'll take place. It'll hold. And then we are just going to cover our entire pumpkin frame, all the exposed wire there. We're going to just wrap our rope all around it until our entire pumpkin is covered like that. Oh yes, this is a perfect television project, meaning watch your favorite show while you're doing this. Ta-da! Doesn't it look cool? It looks really nice. Really transformed it, huh? Pretty cool. It didn't take long. This took me about 15 minutes to complete the whole thing. You know, nothing extreme there. And then every so often, I just kind of secured it down with a little bit of our hot glue. I mean, like every so often. Of course, at the beginning and the end, but you know, just to give it a little more support there, but it didn't need a lot at all. And then, let's see, as you can see up here, I left some frayed rope there. And what we're going to do is we're going to separate that, bring it up front when we finish it, so that we have some little, you know, vines hanging down there. All right, so now the next step is we are going to add our leaves. And to do that, I'm just going to use, between hot glue and the little bit of wire like this. This is just thin floral wire. You can get it at the Dollar Tree, by the way. We are just going to be placing our leaves inside here so that from the front, they'll be here, you know, all filled. We're just going to fill our whole pumpkin up with leaves. We're going to have some popping out a little, you know, like this. And like I said, some of them we're just going to wire just, literally just wire it like this and tuck that wire down in between our rope there so you don't see it, and then tie it together so that it holds it in place. And then in addition to that, absolutely use your hot glue gun too, okay? Ta-da! Pretty nifty, huh? Oh, I really like how it turned out. Looks pretty cool. So, these little pieces up here were the ones that we had left over, and I just kind of hot glued them so they would, come to the front like vine, little vines there. And the leaves, some of them are poking out there. And I love how this turned out. Oh my goodness. I can't believe, I wish I had an empty one. I can't believe we transformed that cheap metal little frame into something that looks like this. It looks really, really cool. And of course, I hope you enjoyed it too. And then you can see on the back, just what I said, I glued some of them and wired some of the other ones. So I'll have to go in and clean her up a little bit there. I can't wait to hang it up. Oh, maybe I'll take it to work. No. See, this is how it happens. I want to take this to work now and hang it up on the door, and then I will still be left with nothing for my front door. We will see what happens. But there you have it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Our 3D pumpkin wreath. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Goodness, we did so much this evening. Wow. But I'll tell you, what do you think of the, do you like? I love how this turned out. I really do. I could see these, being sold in a store, really. It really, really looks nice. And I think I might take it to work. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope you enjoyed that project, and I hope you give it a whirl. If you're not into doing that much, with the wrapping of the whole thing, you could just paint the frame too. It doesn't have to be that much into it. Oh, and I did want to tell you too that I just glued a little some of that rope. I just made a hanger out of it there for there. I mean, you probably don't need it. You could probably just hang it from here, but I don't know. Just hot glued it on there. So, and, okay, let's talk. How about this cake? Oh my gosh. This cake is to die for. I made it yesterday. We made it last night, and, I was pretty full in the morning. I went backwards seconds. It's absolutely delicious. Okay, so pumpkin pie cake, it is exactly what you think a pumpkin pie cake would be. It's a cross between a pie and a cake, all in one. And that crumb topping, and it is absolutely to die for. Kind of a semi-hack recipe, really, using the cake mix for the crumbs. I mean, really, you gotta try this. When I say it'll be your new favorite pumpkin dessert, it will be. I'm gonna make this for the holidays for sure. But oh my goodness. And that soup. The soup is good too. So, oh my goodness, I had so much fun tonight. Oh, what a great way to enjoy autumn. Oh, I hope you did too. Like I said, I know that there's a lot of folks out there that it's not autumn for you right now, So I hope I brought a little autumn magic into your life today. I hope so anyway. So, all right. I'll tell you what, I'm pooped and I still have to put this video together. So I think we're gonna call it a day here. What do you think? All right. Well, thank you so much for spending your time with me tonight. Definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell too, so you know when we have a new video coming out. Now, all of our contact information is listed right down below. That's our post office box and our email address. If you have any questions on any of the projects we did today, just shoot me an email and I'll get back to you, as soon as I can. And you can also check us out over on social media. We're on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Aw, I don't want to say goodbye. Aw, thank you again, everybody. I had a great time tonight. I really did. You have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time, all right? Ciao, everybody. Mwah.